beautiful friends. Thanks for joining me again. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm Tanya, and I have a 90-day challenge to change my paradigm. And we're on day 50. So first, let's talk about what is a paradigm. A paradigm is a set of ideas, something that is ingrained in the way that you grew up, based on where you grew up, your surroundings, your mentors, your education, things like that. And in order to change your paradigm, you have to change your way of thinking. So that's what I've been doing. And we're on day 50 of 90. And I started out so super strong, and I've been doing a whole lot of magic, which is my primary go-to. And then all of a sudden, midway through, I got thrown into chaos. My granddaughter joined me here, and she is a year and a half. And so all these plans that I had, all these ideas, they just kind of went out the window. And so along with me trying to change my paradigm, the universe said, here, we're going to shake everything up. So all these ideas I had just all of a sudden had to be rethought. So now I've got just a tiny window here. I'm supposed to be doing other things, but I haven't jumped on in a while. So I thought I'd try to play catch up. One of the things that also happened was I'm doing a lot of magic, and my two primary focuses are love and money. I think that's a lot of focus for a lot of people. But as far as money goes, man, oh man. I said before, be careful what you wish for. So I am working a particular job, and I got to the point, it's been 2.5 years now, where I was like, I just don't want to do this anymore. And so the company that I work for decided to drop that contract and gave me an option of picking up another contract. And I thought, well, I'm trying to do this whole, shift my paradigm 90-day thing. I'm going to try to focus on that. And then they called me up and they said, well, we really super want to get you onto this new project. And so I said, sure, okay, because that's money, mess with your base root, right? So money. So I took that contract, and then the next thing I know, they load me up with another contract. So it won't be a 2.5-year contract this time. It's only going to be for about 2 weeks if I can knock it out real quick. But now all of a sudden, I've got 2 contracts on top of finishing up the contract that I was on. So I've got 3 contracts that I'm working with, and not to mention another company that I work with. It's the busy season, like right now, March through September, because I live in a tourist town. It's the ramp up for it. So, and on top of that, you throw in a baby. Oh my gosh, I thought I was done with all that. So I've got 4 contracts, 4 different things going on with work, which is super fabulous because I'm gonna have all the money, right? And that's what I was working on. But when I say be careful what you wish for, you gotta be a little more specific, because I'm doing all this money magic, and all of a sudden, boom, 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 I've got work coming out my ears. So much so that I have to turn some stuff down, which is incredible and amazing. So there goes the money part. As far as the love goes, well, I'm working on that. I actually have met someone and got a date tomorrow night. So wish me luck there. But then you got to, like I said, you throw the baby into the mix. So here I am wanting to shift my paradigm. And the universe said, all right, I'm going to help you out with that. And just started loading me up with all these things, which is causing me to completely change absolutely everything. Not only everything that I was doing, but everything that I was thinking about doing. I was trying to meld them together. And now, big bang is happening, and I'm all over the place again. But I was listening to Abraham Hicks, and I actually wrote it down. She says, the frequency that you are broadcasting because of what you are giving your attention to, that needs to come into line with the frequency that your source within you is broadcasting about the same subject, right? So what are you doing versus what you're desiring? How are they matching up? If I want to do these videos and all these ideas I have with YouTube and whatnot, and then over here, I'm not doing any of that. So it's not matching up. So the universe, is kind of trying to play catch up with me, and it's throwing me all these curveballs. So next plan of action is to get through these next 2 weeks and knock out some of these projects that I've just all of a sudden got loaded up with, and thank the universe for giving me the money that I was asking for. And cross your fingers that the love that I've been asking for holds out through the whole chaos situation. But now my thing is to really start paying attention to what I'm giving my attention to, right? And if you've been with me before, you know I talk a lot about Netflix, because that's my big crutch, my big downtime is Netflixing. So I'm not giving my attention to that. But now all of a sudden I'm giving my attention to all these things that I was trying to get away from. So my next plan of action is to write it down, which really isn't my next plan. That was my root plan. Write it down. You have to quantify it. What is it that you are trying to accomplish? What are you trying to accomplish? Share with me. Let me know. Tell me, what are you trying to accomplish? Write it down, quantify it, give it a date to be accomplished by, which my date was June 1st, my 90-day challenge, to see how close I could get to that, which I set a huge goal. And I listened to Bob Proctor, and he said, your goal should scare you, right? If you say you want a new car, is that a goal? You know, is it A goal or a B goal? We're going for A goals here. B goals are type, you know, like I want a new car. Well, so you ask, well, have you ever bought a new car before? Well, yeah, I've bought a new car before. So that's not necessarily a goal. That's just something on your list to do. That's like a B goal. An A goal is something like the Wright brothers learning to fly, you know, Hillary getting to the top of Everest, right? Those are A-type goals. They're things that you've never done, you've never experienced, but you have a burning desire for, right? And when I say to quantify it, it's like those New Year's resolutions, right? You say, my New Year's resolution is to lose some weight. Okay, that's not really a goal. That's just, you know, a goal is I want to lose 10 pounds by February, you know, 28th, whatever it is, 29th, I'm going to lose 10 pounds. And I'm going to take these steps to do it. And that's kind of what I did when I started on this 90-day challenge. I started out with a vague goal, but I wrote it down. I want this much money by this date because I want to buy this house and I want to do these things. And in order for that to happen, I had to put absolutely everything into it, which I did in the beginning. And then those trappings, you know, the Netflixing and the I don't want to do it, you know, and then I got revved up again, which was the whole point, again, of the 90-day challenge, was to tell myself, no, 90 days, I'm going to do this for 90 days. And then, like I said, the universe kind of stepped in and said, okay, well, we're going to throw all this stuff at you. So my next goal is to write it down again. I'm going to clarify what I've actually done on my list of things to do, and then quantify what is it that I need to stop doing, right? Because, you know, you start with all these plans, you're doing all these things, but not everything is serving your purpose. So to figure out what I need to do, to figure out what I need to stop doing, what I need to do immediately, and what I can put off until later. And so for me, what I can do immediately is to do a video on my 50th day of this 90-day challenge. And it didn't start out as an everyday thing, but it ended up being an everyday thing. And now with all the work and the baby and everything else, it's definitely not going to be an everyday thing unless I'm going to be airing at midnight, which I don't want to do a live at midnight. And actually with this baby in the mix, I don't want to do anything at midnight but sleep. So, like I said, the next thing is to redefine everything that's been going on. So that's what I'm encouraging you to do. If you've been following along with me, or if you want to jump in now, you've got some ideas, you got some goals, write down what exactly it is that you want to get accomplished. Write down exactly what date that you want to get accomplished by. And then see what you've done, write down what you actually have done, right? And then write down what you don't need to do. And then write down what you need to do now versus what you can put off till later. So while I can't be recording, I can sit down and write stuff down. I can make more plans. I can go over my editorial calendar. I can take my dog for a walk. You hear her jumping around in the background, poor thing. She's been really super affected by all this chaos also. But see, that's the thing about life though. You say, well, I've got this and I've got that and this is what happened. But you know, that's life. There's always something happening because life is for the living. So you might as well live it or you're better off dead. Thanks for joining me. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit that notification button so you know when I go live again and upload new videos. Stay beautiful. Stay awesome, my friends.